Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement, and I'm Michelle Cool, and today I'll be doing your new moon in Cancer reading, which is on the 20th or the 21st, depending where you are in the world. This energy is heavy, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'll talk about how to shift out of that energy, because this is the advice we need, right? So this is the second new moon in Cancer. So when we have two moons in one month, like crazy, so we both had two new moons in Cancer, it's called a black moon. You know, like when you have two full moons in one calendar month, that's called a blue moon. So this is called black moon because it's the second. Cancer energy, aside from like Pisces and Scorpio, when we're in like Cancer season, which we are now, um, it's heavy. It's heavy. Like I'm a water sign and I struggle with Cancer more than Pisces or Scorpio, so it's different. And but I do see a lot of people struggle this time of year in the like Cancer full moons or whatever. Like it's hard, and obviously Pisces as well. But this has been particularly hard also because we've had two, right? But it's like aided us in releasing the muck from the bottom, the emotional gunk, to the top. So you'll know if this is happening for you because you'll be like, emotions are triggered, you're angry, you're cranky, you're sad. You know, it's kind of like that's the Cancerian energy. Plus we've got Mars that's in Aries. As soon as that shifted, I was like, I want to take on anyone, like verbally. I'm like, let's spar, let's go. You know, I was quite funny and I was like, why am I feeling so extra feisty, like more than usual? And then I researched it and saw that Mars, a planet of kind of like war, right? Is in its home sign Aries, and Aries is all about that, right? So also with this Aries energy, which is kind of coinciding with the Cancerian energy, it's all about trying to fight for your rights, and it could be perceived rights or it could be entitled rights. So sometimes like Cancers can be quite selfish, but they don't know they're being selfish. Like they're the sweetest human beings, but they can be, or they get needy. And you know, it's fair enough. Like if you're in that energy, or if you know someone that's like that, you know, it is what it is. It's just emotions, like whatever. I'm just gonna make a note for after that. What I want to talk about. But just notice what's rising for you. People are being triggered, and now also because of this as well, Mercury retrograde went direct the other day after I'm filming this. However, we're still in the shadow period. So this is like a really important point that my guides wanted me to make on this video. So this second moon, now usually like the dark moons, you're going to feel heavy emotions. So most people are probably in that already. And it's probably going to go deeper, let's say. But we'll get to how to resolve that because we need to work through our emotions and release. We need to see our feelings before we can release them. So note down your feelings and what you're feeling. I'm feeling angry today, and then the next day I feel sad. I was doing this exercise video yesterday and I'm doing it, and I was so grateful for the lady. Like I just loved her and feel like she really understood me at a soul level. I cried through nearly the whole thing. Like I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, get me. You know, it's just, there's like those connections that are forming as well. But they can only form, I know that's like just on a video, but that's just like the preview to your future. You need to shift toxic energy from your life and then better things will come in, and you just have to believe that it will. Belief is so super powerful, right? Okay, so back to, there's two choices, right? Mercury retrograde is supporting basically birthing a whole new life for yourself on a personal level. Now I know I've spoken many times about like birthing this like new energy, higher frequencies and this and that, which most of that is done. So there's like this blank slate waiting for people to join it. Now, whoever's watching this, we need you to join that level. Okay. What else do you want to say? Okay, so noticing how you're feeling right now. How are you feeling before you watch this? How are you feeling? Note down like seriously, whenever you feel shit, just write it down. Just write it down because we need you to see the patterns that you need to shift, and you need to focus on where did that originally stem from? in your childhood or in your adulthood? When did someone make you feel this way? Anxiety is a big one. Okay, so anxiety is basically, if you feel it, it's your body's way of trying to shift into alignment. It's bringing your attention to, hey, the alarm's gone off, something is not right here. You need to transmute and shift this energy. You need to heal me. I don't feel good, right? If you struggle with this, check out my Soul Shadow program. I can help you through this. But it's very it's pivotal to work through this, because this Mercury retrograde is about cycles, right? Mercury retrograde happens so often, like 3 to 4 times a year, to help support you shift previous cycles from previous lives, from this life. So you need to notice a cycle that is repeating. For a lot of people, it's toxic relationships. Where's your boundaries? Have you established your boundaries? Have you not? Oh my God, I just feel like I have 1,001 things that I want to talk about, and it's all trying to get out. I just need to calm down, because I really want to help you guys. So, breathe. This is honestly, this is like the hardest reading to do for me right now, because I feel like so much is riding on it, and I'm such a perfectionist, and I want to say it in like the best way for you guys to get it. And I put so much pressure on myself, like I'm drawing blanks. Let's go back to anxiety. So if you're feeling anxiety, we need you to shift that. Just notice what feelings are coming up. Sometimes it's hard, because sometimes you might be going about your day and go, I'm fine. All of a sudden you're like, I feel anxious. I don't know why. You need to go deeper within yourself and figure out as to why. I guess there's no other way to put that, because there's like a portal with this new moon. So if you can heal and shift and move as much energy as you can, you're going to jump into this higher, to make it simple, like higher frequency, where you're actually able to manifest anything you want, like quite simply. There's a few roadblocks, and some people have a few more to shift than others. Some people could be like a change in mindset. Listen to a lot of removing blockages on YouTube, frequencies and stuff like that, like 528 hertz, or look up the hertz and see what it applies to and pick the one you're drawn to. That seriously helps. If you go about your day and you just listen to that, it shifts and removes blockages and anxiety. Look up anxiety release, like meditations and stuff like that, to release that energy, because then you can get to the core reason. Go, okay, yes, you need to shift the energy, but people don't understand this. With healing, there's no magic quick fix, which is what people look for, a magic quick fix, and they end up, well, if I can't find a magic quick fix, I don't want to have to put the work into myself. I don't want to have to like sort through my shadows. I'm just going to sit here and wait for change. Well, you're going to get trapped in this old energy, and I don't want to like freak you out, but it's like you need to shift and change and move. You need to keep up. Like the cycles of the earth don't stop and just go, oh, hang on, like, nah, I don't want summer. I'm just gonna sit here and not rotate or revolve. So we need to evolve too. So we really need to put in that work so you can go to that higher elevation. So let's see what's some things that you need to shift. To be perfect. What was I just saying? Okay, so some guys, obviously you get, oh my God, it says dive in. So everything I've just basically said as well. So some guys might get like attracted to my energy and vibration, because you might be a perfectionist as well. And at the end of the day, there is no perfect. If I wanted to feel perfect before I started this YouTube channel, I wouldn't have done it, because I would never have felt ready. And my guys were just like, what? Just do it. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing it. Do you know what I mean? And the only way to get better, not perfect, to get better at something is to just keep trying it. And it's the same with like our healing and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys are healers as well, so you'll be able to do it yourself. So on this perfect card, it says, right here, right now, you are perfect. You are love and oneness. The trick is to feel and know this. It is time to step onto the path of self-discovery. Move into your center and heal all that you are aware of at this moment. Transforming these wounds into acceptance and peace. Then bring this love and acceptance to your outer world. Because when we transform inside, we can transform our outer world, and it can look so much better. So no longer attached to the wounds that push your buttons, allowing you to be free of all the pain. This is an ongoing unfolding of you. Each time you become aware of something that needs to heal, go back inside to your center. It becomes easier every time, and you may get to a place where you view this process as a way to love and accept something new about yourself. And that's it, because like when we don't want to look at our shadows, I honestly don't know why there's so much sun coming in. The sun is behind the house. But anyway, so I don't think it's going to show because it's a white card. When you look at your shadows, like you learn to, it's actually not as scary as you think it is. Like it's really not. Check out my soul shadow videos and stuff if you need more info on this as well. There's a playlist. And also I started a new Pisces channel. So if you've got heavy Pisces placements, any of your planets or sun, moon and rising, check that out. Anyway, your shadows aren't as scary. And then you can go, okay, you know, I'm working on healing. Doesn't mean I'm not good enough right now. It just means I want to be better. Do you know what I mean? So you learn to accept yourself. Like, there's things about me that I'm always working on. You know, it's about evolving and being open to evolving. But if you put the effort in, like now and around, you know, the few days with this, okay, 2 weeks after. So you've got like this portal of like 2.5 weeks from the date I've filmed this video. To do this work on yourself so you can shift into this higher elevation. So we have the dive in card. Let us not be concerned with where we have come from or where we may be going. So let's be present. Let's be present now. Sit quietly, close your eyes and feel into the eternal moment happening now and now and now. Allow all to be as it is. Sink deeper into you. Fall into grace. Dive in and allow the riches of you. Infinite unconditional love is to be revealed to you now. Let go. Let it be. Allow your treasure, your riches to shine brightly. Excuse me. Shedding light into every part of you. Illuminating any darkness, transforming it into love. Balance energy that will reveal the very truth of you. Free yourself of all that holds you back. And that's the other message that I've been getting. It's like once there's like a few big blockages that you can shift, could be 1, could be 3, I'm getting. All it takes is that awareness to work through it. Being willing to have a look at yourself a bit deeper is going to be the release that you need. Okay, so dive in deeper, babies. And then once this energy is shifted a bit, you're actually going to be, you receive clarity and you're like, okay, actually I see I'm doing these patterns in the relationship and Mercury retrograde is supporting me on that because it keeps bringing back this cycle to me over and over again. So now I'm going to do something different. And for a lot of you, you have been doing something different. It's just been a stubborn cycle. There's something little that you've been missing. What is it? Ooh, which card should I use? What have I been missing? What is this key ingredient? What has been missing? Gonna say that. It's what is your soul? Answer the call. It's like taking the time out. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay, so once you get this realization, your soul, you're going to be able to hear your soul's voice a lot better, and it's going to tell you what you need to do, because a lot of you guys need to shift this last energy and to bounce and jump into this more aligned energy and timeline. Is to be in your soul calling, is to act in your soul calling. And people that are not in alignment with that would have clicked off by now, so it's just us. And that is why I brought my life purpose cards. Now, these are only like, you know, like I've got 20 things I need to do in my life purpose. This is just a guide. So even like if you love writing and you just start, I'm just going to start doing some writing. that's all you need to do. So let's see. So pick 1, 2, or 3. 1 is flowers, working with flowers. And it doesn't really have to be like a life purpose thing. This can like help elevate your vibe, and it's good for transmuting energy, working with nature, working in the garden. Oh yeah, it says here, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So it's just like a nice little accomplishment. You know, you could want to be a florist. Like that would be fun. I love putting together, you know, when it's spring, there's flowers in my garden. I just put together like a tiny little, you know, like say one of these, and I'll put water in it, and I'll just put some cuttings from my bush or my carnations or whatever. And that stuff lights me up. It's like really do the stuff that lights you up and chills you out. Okay, number 2, please. That's going to really help ground, center, and balance your energy by doing some gardening or making your house pretty, or even going out and buying some flowers. 2 is speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills. So yeah, you could be wanting to be, or could be like me, a speaker, wanting to be a public speaker. All right, for you today, this is a life coaching session. I want you to start a channel. I want you to talk about, today I've been feeling this, and this chick on this video told me to do this, you know, use me as the scapegoat. You know, this energy's tough, or I just learned this lesson. I just want to share it with you, even if it's like a minute. Like, just film it. Go to a park and film it or something. You know, I'm just like, I've learned this, and I really appreciate myself because I realized how much I've grown and I've changed and I've evolved, or I've learned this lesson, or today I've been feeling angry and I realize I'm feeling angry because, share, like today, post it, share, or start a YouTube channel. Did I mention my Pisces channel? I did. I'll have a little subscribe button at the end here. You know, and it was funny because, you know, my guides literally will sit there all day and they'll like tell me what to do. And they were just always about, okay, you know, stop, rest, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'm sitting there trying to work on something. They're like, oh, I think you should start that Pisces channel you've always wanted to. I'm like, no. I said, no, I'm not starting from scratch. And also, you keep telling me to rest. They're like, I think you should start it. I think you should do it. And then they just don't let up until I do it. So check out my celestial channeling course if you want to get in contact with your guides too, so they can nag the shit out of you. I love it, but it's annoying because it's like, in my human mind, I'm like, I'm focusing on this. I want to do this. And they're like, no, I should start it today. I'm like, fine. So then I started doing that, and then they're like, wait, you should, I know you're writing these other programs, but you should start this course. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to. They're like, yeah, I think you need to do it. The thing is, there's like, there'll be so many reasons I don't know why they want me to do this, but they're like my coaches, my cheerleaders, and they're trying to push me to evolve, which is what I do for my clients as well, right? And it doesn't matter what the reason is. I trust that they're doing it for a reason. And even when I fall over because I'm exhausted, you know, and they laugh at me that, you know, they're just as cheeky as I am. It doesn't matter because like I love doing projects. I love doing lots and lots and lots and lots of projects. I don't know what my point is. Listen to your soul. I like stories. I'm a public speaker. I speak too much. I don't know, maybe someone needed to hear that. So yeah, anyway, start something today that inspire you or put you off. Like, and it's funny, like people, you may think people don't want to listen to you, but you'd be surprised. And at first, if you first launch, my second channel, that was the point. Another reason I didn't want to start my second channel is because I thought, oh my God, I know how long it took me to get like the 288 subscribers. Like, I don't want to have to start from scratch, but I'm not really, because I got this channel as well and more people know me now. So you need to start somewhere. So even if you post a video and people are like, huh, what are they doing? Some people will be like, oh my God, I'm so inspired. A lot of people are terrible. They'll like it, but they won't press like. They won't press like. Those people that watch you, that won't bother. They'll love your work, but they won't like it. So you'll start doubting yourself and you'll think, oh, no one likes Nah, don't use that to equate your worth, because people are like that. It's unfortunate, but they are. A lot of people are more, I don't know, not very thoughtful. Not to say, hey, they inspired me. I'm gonna show them some support. Click, like, comment. Try to help them out. And some people do. But please, if that happens to you, don't let it put you off. Like, you've picked that number 2 for a reason. Please get going today. Please do something today. If you do it, go on to my personal, this is for 3, but go on to my personal Facebook Messenger, Michelle Call, and send me the video, because I want to see it. And good for you. I'll support you. Add me as a friend if we're not already, and I'll like it. And I'll comment. Number 3, justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So I'm getting kind of like children, helping children. I mean, all light workers are here to help others, but I'm just specifically feeling children. You could be raising children. You could want to raise children. You could be working in a childcare centre. I know one of my life purposes is to help children. I don't know how yet, but the kids really need the help, and if we teach them, like, our spiritual ways, they won't have to, like, this lag time of 20 years trying to catch up or whatever it is, right? So I'm getting from this, you just need to tweak group 3. You just need to tweak some of your energy. There's a tiny, tiny little block that's separating you from going into this new energy, but you're going to figure it out. So I hope that advice helped, guys. Can you please let me know? That would be super on my balls. Okay. Talked about the Cancer energy. Yeah. All right. What other messages do we have for this new black moon? Whoop. Take a break, baby. A life's work is not a season. Get off the treadmill. And that's the thing, I try to be my masculine and receptive, and it's hard for me because I'm used to being more my masculine energy but doing too much. And it doesn't work, because when you do work, you have to take the time out to receive. Does that make sense? Because most of us are stuck in that old world mentality. I have to work hard to receive. We're more in our divine, because the energy shifted. It's gone into more divine feminine energy. Therefore, that's about receptivity. So we do that in nature. We do that by sitting here in peace. We do that by honoring our boundaries and our values and taking time out for ourselves and not giving away more than we're receiving. It's very, like, I just keep getting the message for us. In order to transpire to this new energetic level, and it's a big energetic level, we need to disconnect from a lot of people. And this could be, like, I'm seeing minimum of 3 days to 7. Obviously, if you live with people, it's harder, but just try to do lots of practices to separate yourself from other people's energy, because it's some, I'm not talking about your family where it could be, like, but this energy is infiltrating you. Like, I've had lots of other people trying to put their energy onto me, but just because I'm a life coach doesn't mean I have to accept that. It's like, okay, session times, if I'm here, like, I'm not on call. Like, I've got 1,000 things to do. And most people honor that. Some people don't, because they're in this, like, Cancer, needy, demanding energy and stuff like that. And you could have that too. And it doesn't matter if people rely on you. You need to set your boundaries. Like, no, that's not okay. I'm not here to answer your call every 5 seconds, or, do you know what I mean? Because we give too much. So totally retreat from that, because you need to cut that energy off in order to, you can't take that dense energy with you. It needs to be left with them to transmute, because they need to process, this is their karmic cycle for this Mercury retrograde. That's for them to do. No one can help them. Nobody can help them. Everyone is on their own. Everyone has to go through it themselves. Like, if you're, a teacher like me, you can go, okay, here's your points. That's your help. Okay, you got to go do the work. There's only so much you can do. but you need to keep all this energy for you. Otherwise you can't transcend with the weight of other people's energy around you. So you need to clear it out. So, whew, that's very, I feel the release. So good. So how can you mother yourself? And this is about the Cancer energy. I think this is what like the new moon's all about, is like mothering yourself. Like how can you? Because sometimes we don't have other people to, do that for us or nurture us. Or a lot of our relationships aren't balanced. As a light worker, it's just the way it is. So we need to balance it ourselves, right? That whole justice card is just like, balance of energy returning to you, calling back your power, calling back your energy, making your life about you. This is definitely what it's about. And we've got here the beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. See, definitely, you guys, teachers, you are teachers, or this is the breakthrough that's going to come in through this new moon energy when you close your little cycles or shift your blocks. Like, you're meant to teach as well, and you got to start somewhere. Also, like yes, you got to start somewhere. Definitely. There's people that need to hear your message. Don't ever think nobody cares. People do. People care. If that resonated, if you feel like people don't care about what you have to say, 1000% you need to do something today. 1000% you need to write something or film a little video, or you need to do something today. 1000%. It's going to really shift your energy. Here we go. We've got the keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. They're here to support you. They're here behind, you know what I mean? Like the more patience. The more you're in your purpose, the more you're aligning to spirit. When I started this leg, the spiritual leg of my journey, and I did a lot of reading and researching and reflecting and journaling and writing, I was all in it. It was awesome. But it's lonely. Doing this work is lonely work. It is, but it gets easier if you're by yourself with it. Even if you're around people that don't understand it, you feel alone with it, right? It needs to be this way because you came here to do what you have to do, so you can't engage with other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, people won't understand your ideas until you understand why you're here, until you understand your ideas, because you need to process it. That time to play with it. It's like Play-Doh, but in your head. It's like, okay, I've got this idea, and I think that this, I feel strongly about this subject. I want to teach people, how to energetically heal, but in a different way. Now I'm going to play with it. How do I do that, guys? Shape it, mold it, put it out there. But most of you guys won't have that someone to bounce that ideas off unless you've got a coach, because you need to figure it out for yourself. Like, your core purpose, you need to go, okay, I really like this, and I'm just going to try this now. Okay, that didn't work. I'll put it out the universe, like, show me, I'm really interested in this area. I really feel like this is part of my purpose. Can you please confirm that for me? And the universe will, but you need to let it go. You can't sit there and go, hey, yo, universe, so I need to know, I've seen this vision of me and I'm traveling the world and giving workshops. So how do I get there? How do I get to 0 to 100? It's going to be little steps. It's more about, what's my next step? Okay, I've got this future goal for me. I realize it's not going to happen like that. It can happen, but it's fucking rare. There's always groundwork that you need to do beforehand. So what's my next step? Maybe do that now. Just say, okay, universe, I'm thinking this. What's my next step? And sometimes it might be just chill, babe. Rest. You might not hear anything. Might not be till tomorrow. All of a sudden you'll hear an announcement or see something. Literally, like Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes I know it's like if you message someone, it's picking up on the keywords. Swear to God, sometimes I don't talk to anyone about anything and I'm thinking something, and then all of a sudden it'll come up on my feed as advertisement. I'm like, oh damn, Facebook can read my mind. it'll happen. But you need to let it go. Just go, okay, don't be impatient. Be like, I'm here right now. I'm just asking you, tell me. Just go do your thing, chicken wing. Like, just chill, have fun, work on your purpose, do what you can now. And seriously, all fall into alignment. This is such a freaking amazing time. Like, honestly, in life, like, I've got goosebumps. Seriously. And I've said it before, but it's like, this is like so much closer. We really like are aligning with our purposes in the future and why we're here. And there's all different waves as well. Do you know what I mean? There's like the indigo children. When did they come in? Like, was it 60s? You know, and then there's all these other different waves of people, and there's different waves of awakening. Like, I had mine at the end of the main calendar, so that was December 2012. So 2013 was nutso for me. You know, if you were in that kind of stage, you know, then you're already in your purpose, depending on how much like energy you had to work through, what you had to learn. A lot of us are birthing like new ways of being and ideas, and that takes time. So you could be stepping up. No, you could have stepped up in the last few years or 5 years or whatever it is for you. But we step up now because there's people in a different way behind us, you know, that needs our light, needs our energy, needs someone to look at and go, oh yeah, I feel a bit inspired. I'm going to go do that. That's what we're doing. This is what we're doing it for. Oh, Lord. Creativity. I'm going to use all these cards. Safe home. Such Cancer energy. You guys could be wanting to manifest a new home. It says, I cast a circle around about. Safety now is beyond doubt. Like, call in Archangel Michael if you feel you need more safety. But your Cancer energy is all that beautiful homely energy and, you know, nesting and making nice food. Like, make sure you're nurturing your energy and actually taking the time out to make food. Like, I was working so much I wasn't eating properly. So now I'm like, no. I carve out, you know, every second day I'm going to cook. Like, I made chow mein, which is really yummy with cabbage. Like, I love cabbage. It's the Dutch in me. You know, it was really good. Or even just like carrots and potatoes with like, I love putting chili flakes and herbs and paprika and stuff. And I just roast that and have that. You know, and I know everyone eats meat, but I have that with like lemon and herb and garlic chicken and stuff like that, just making those nourishing food for you. We've got the prosperity card, guys. Like, you're like nearly there, and the creativity is going to bring it into you. So don't fear. It's like you're nearly there. And then I know there's so much going on right now, and sometimes it's hard to feel peace, and you'll find 1 minute you're woo, next minute you're 1 minute you're next minute just keep focusing on the things that make you happy. Like, me using oracle cards and making videos makes me happy. Like, sometimes I get a bit stressed out beforehand because there's so much to do in order for it to like be a thing, but it makes me happy. And when I've like uploaded it, I'm like, I'm proud of my work, you know. I'm being the light. There's a candle in there. Do you know what I mean? So to find your peace, do what makes you happy. Make a little list of if you find your head's going a bit nuts, so you're stressing yourself out, what brings you peace? Is it lighting a candle? Is it lighting some incense? Is it playing with some cards? Is it writing something? Is it watching a funny movie? Like, or is it just quickly go outside and I'm just going to go touch some plants? I'm going for a walk. What is your quick way to shift your mindset out of that chaotic energy? And that is really going to help you. And I think I've spoken enough. So if you guys need help, go to michellecool.com and check out my soul programs. If you're a woman and you'd like to join my women's group, head over to Facebook, and you can join up. I do free things in there. And yeah, like, you're doing good. Just take the time out for you and to like go deeper into yourself and nourish yourself, nourish your soul in order to like shift the cycle. Because I mean, you've got opportunity to do it now, even if you're like I don't want to. It'll come back around next time. That's fine. But it's like, you know, what's better to shift it now or later? I think now is good because, like, I tell you what, I'm sick of like the cycles I'm in. Like, I'm done with it, son. Done. Release that, you know. But that takes effort on my part, you know, and it takes effort on your part. It's good to see what you do, but ask the universe, what do I need to do to release it? And then trust the answers you're getting, because our intuition is so, if you're in a peaceful state of energy, you can channel quite easily. But if you're a bit manic, you get blocked, or you'll hear your mind thinking that's your intuition. It's not. We can't channel, you know, in anxious states or out of fear. And this is where people get confused. They try to channel in fear. Do what makes you happy. Release with those Hertz meditations. Ground yourself, calm your energy, and then you'll be able to get, you know, the answers that you seek. So I hope that helped. Please let me know. Please subscribe to my Pisces Passions YouTube channel. I try to make it daily, and then it was just too much. I was like, there's only so much Michelle can do in one day. So every 2 days I put up a new video. It's great. Also, it's more like empowerment coaching. So if you need extra boost, even if you're not a Pisces, you can check those out for free coaching sessions, basically. And then you can see if you want to work with me. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. And see you next time. Bye.